I don't know if you remember him, but during the election period, there was one name that stood out above Raila, above Ruto, and all the rest. Of course, I'm talking about Professor George Wajackoyah. And he proposed putting an amendment into place in which we would harvest hyena testicles and sell them to the Chinese to clear our international debt. Now, with each testicle fetching a price on the international market of 6 million shillings, I would wonder, why aren't we taking this man more seriously? I mean, he's spitting some serious facts. But every time I would try to mention it in a group of serious people, like the likes of my grandfather, they would just laugh me off. Therefore, today, I took it into my own hands to do the research for you, and we're going to crunch the numbers to find out, is it economically and statistically viable to harvest hyena organs to clear Kenya's international debt? But before we get to that, if you're new to this channel, consider hitting that subscribe and push bell notification button for crazy analysis like this every single weekday. Forgive me for reading from my laptop, but I can't keep these statistics in my head. But during the time of Kenya's election, our debts stood at 8,801,520 million Kenyan shillings. And he's saying that a hyena testicle goes for 6 million shillings.
Let's speak it the way it comes. Kwa hivyo makende iko na bei mingi sana kushinda hata ganja. Kende moja ni karibu milioni 6.
Now let's assume that figure is correct for the sake of this argument. That would mean 1.46 million hyena testicles be needed, and since each male hyena has 2 testicles, around 460 hyenas would be needed to meet this demand. That is not such a ridiculous amount, considering that 27.17 billion pounds of beef was eaten in the US alone last year. So statistically, this makes sense. I mean, 700,000 hyenas is not that many hyenas, given it could literally save us from national debt. But let me bust your bubble. In reality, this proposition by Wajackoyah was nothing but political propaganda, because it is unviable for the following reasons I'm going to explain. But if you're liking this video so far, consider hitting that like button. It will really help this channel grow. Reason number 1. Hyenas are typically wild animals that have never been domesticated for human use. And in the process of trying to commercialize them, we risk exposing ourselves to several diseases, including bacteria, fungus, and viruses. I mean, guys, we've just been through COVID, so I don't need to explain the ramifications of this to you. But in the process of unleashing such diseases upon our economy, we have the potential to reverse our national debt and bring ourselves to an economic situation that is far worse than what Wajackoyah would be inheriting, making it have a complete adverse reaction. And let's not say diseases might not come out and we can put vets into place to ensure this does not happen. Research has not been done in this field enough, and therefore we cannot take that risk with people's lives. Now, the 6 million figure, I don't even know if that's correct, because I tried to research, but there's no data on the sale of hyena testicles. But that being said, we just considered the turnover. Now, a hyena, as I mentioned earlier, is a wild animal, not like a cattle, which means they need to eat a lot more meat, a lot more space is needed, and security measures to ensure the safety of those handling them. In that process, the cost of breeding them goes significantly up, and therefore a serious viability check needs to be done if this proposition makes economical sense after factoring in all other costs and input that it takes to breed these hyenas. When doing the research for this video, I saw that an average hyena eats about 14 kilograms of meat per week. That in itself would make it so expensive. Point number 3, we talk about scarcity. Right now, this hyena testicle, if it's valued at 6 million shillings, is valued that way because it's a rare commodity. Think about it. The reason a diamond has value is then hard to find, and it's not like you can dig any hole and pick up a diamond. So in the process of mass producing it, we would bring down the cost of the object from 6 million significantly lower, as the Chinese would no longer see it as something special for their medicine, hence making it not economically viable in the long run. And the final point I want to talk about is Wajackoyah's plan will be in a violation of a charter that Kenya signed under the International Trade in Endangered Species of Wildlife, CITES. Meaning, if he attempted to try export these hyena testicles, we would face economic sanctions from the UN, from America, from the EU in such high proportions, it would literally cripple our economy to a level that wasn't even seen in the pre-colonialism eras. So with these points being said, although Wajackoyah's plan seems like a fruitful decision in the beginning, as we usually do on this channel, after further analysis, it's not only not sensible, but doing so could completely destroy our economy. Now, leave a comment down below on what you think about this or any other crazy analysis you want me to do. And if you're new to this channel, as always, hit that subscribe and push bell notification button so you don't miss out on videos like this every single weekday. It's been a great one, y'all, and for now, peace.